the whole thing is turning together. The whole thing is turning together. Now,
Wow. That's a lot.
because you start using your body now. This is particularly coming from this region. So as you take a step, you're still turning backward. Yeah. So this is stage 2. Stage 3, assume your regular step. Low step. But still maintain the same rhythm.
Am I still triggered forward?
Yeah. But maintain the same rhythm. Yes. And then swing through with the hands are close to your body. But now you are using your body.
Yeah.
And you are starting the downswing, with a closed position.
Yeah.
And that's why you start now feel that you're using these muscles. So, but usually this happens. Initially, it's kind of stage 1 is a little bit sloppy, but as we repeat this, as we go through the steps, then swing becomes better and better.
Yeah.
Now let's do stage 1, 2, 3 in a row.
In a row.
So first let's stage 1, both steps. Yes, and then stage 2, second step only. Now stage 3. Yeah, the interesting thing is that earlier, in your initial swing, you spin a lot, right? But then on the way down, the whole thing was moving together as one unit. But now, we see less spinning, but you have separate fire motion. So let me record stage 3.
Let me get that radar back out here.
Okay, so stage 3, ready, go. You can practice this more. You can practice it more, and then eventually you will be able to really feel this rhythm. Yeah, now you are starting the downswing with a lot more close.
The pelvis is starting first instead of backwards.
Yep. So
I can feel the lag. I can feel this.
That's important to manage as you get better, because if you're not used to this,
Yeah, as long as you keep your body rotating.
you see,
Yeah.
the whole thing
way
is
different.
turning together.
That's way different.
Yeah. So you lift your arm, and then the whole thing is turning together.
Yeah.
Now stage 3 here, and you can take a bit more time up there.
I was just gonna say you can see the amount of time that the club is up here. It's longer now. And
So-
I can still take even more time.
yeah, it feels like forever, but
When you have a bit more time, more mature the backswing, then this effect will be even amplified.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, so stage 3, try to.
you can put that right next in position, Mike. You can get rid of the kettlebell.
Then put this slightly there. Four.
Should I do it with the step for like 17 first, or just with stage
Before you take a swing, use any of the step drills. So feel the rhythm, and then try.
Like as like a pre-shot routine. Choose a drill that you like.
Yeah. Now I see that you are almost, drawing the sword from the sheath, going down like this. Earlier you had this motion.
Yeah, throw it out. So trigger.
So the backswing should be fast, remember.
At 111.
There you go. There's 4 miles an hour, or 3.
So when you have a bit more time up there, enough time to allow more time for this loading onto left side.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, then even better.
There you go. Yeah, give it more of like a real deliberate pre-move.
So the key is mature your backswing. Do not rush it down. always when you rush down, you tend to turn as one unit. So you lose all the mobility.
Bill was 108 when he got here, so that was 114.
Then make sure you have the low body action. So you start downswing with the closed shoulder position.
Dr. Kwan, what did you mean when you said it looks more like a sword coming out of a sheath rather than like a yank?
What he had initially was almost like moving the whole sword out with the shoulder turn. So motion was basically like this. And now what we see is that because he's keeping the shoulders more closed here, almost just drawing the sword from the sheath instead of letting you go out.
Oh, like, yeah, cutting it that way rather than
Instead of this action, like action.
Casting, yeah.
Just drawing the sword. Is not bad.
Yeah, he had 114 on the one before that.
Again, at impact, no need to let it go out. Rather just keep it close to your body and then swing.
Feel the kick on the lead side before your backswing even finishes. If your timing is late.
Body wiggle. What was your initial speed?
108.
108, yeah. And you went up to 115?
I got 114.
Yeah.
Well, it'll get better. I mean, I still feel like I got a long way
A
to
bit more time. And watch the ball over your shoulder using the peripheral vision. Oh, let's do the step drill first, whichever that is. Could it be stage 3, and then feel the rhythm, and then hit the ball.
Yeah, stage 3. You have a initial motion in stage 3.
Oh. Stage 3 with the good wind up.
There you go. Forceful initial.
Yeah, the backswing is the key. Okay? That's the backswing, and then wait until the backswing is completed, and then go down.
There you go. Like, Bill, you're not just placing it out there. You're moving it up here and then going back.
Instead of trying to hit the ball hard with the downswing, just pay attention to your wind up with the backswing.
Yeah.
Okay. Focus more on the backswing. Yeah, kill it.
That was good. That's a good motion. 110.
one straight. Is that a good tempo on the backswing? You like that?
Yeah, when you have a faster backswing, automatically you will take more time because you have to slow it down. And then you keep your shoulders closed. That means that you allow the wind up. So.
There you go.
That just rang the bell here right there.
That backswing was more gradual and all together rather than jerky.
So instead of a jerky motion, it
Yeah.
has to be. Remember, I emphasize the importance of continuous motion.
Right.
Yeah, Jeremy, you don't
Transition, but continuous.
you don't do it all at once like a jump. You do it more of like a building, and that's just when it starts.
So 114, 115, easy now. So this is what happens. Simply because now you are using your low body better. And then when you try to hit it really hard with your arms, and then you will kill the low body, right? Then you will rush and with all these problems. But when you have fast enough motion, so the momentum will carry this motion, but then you have to actively slow this down. That's why you start working with the ground better. Right. Because the only way you can slow this down is using the ground. Yeah. So you already start using the ground, and on the way down, you have good initial condition. Sure. Can use so.
Bill, can you try one for just an experiment? You know how your entire swing was 1100 milliseconds?
Yeah.
Try to make your entire backswing like 900 or 800 milliseconds. You know what I'm saying?
So my entire swing was 1100?
I think your entire backswing was 1100 milliseconds. Yeah. So try to increase, like shorten the amount of time of your backswing. Do it with a stage 3 to start, just to feel it. Yeah. So it'll be no, just do a stage 3 to start, and try to like, yeah, exactly. So that was like 750 or something there. Yeah, like that. Now hit one like with that feeling.
Wait, let's do stage 3 again. But you have a more rigorous trigger motion. Okay. Yeah. If you have rigorous trigger motion, then naturally you will have a more.
Yeah, that was sexy looking.
When you introduce the trigger motion with
Yeah,
your body,
that was nice. 115.
when you introduce the trigger motion with your body, it shouldn't be too quick. Still, the tempo should match to this one here.
Okay.
So instead, a little bit slower, match the tempo, and then bring it back. Yeah.
What helped me was when I started to feel the difference between speed and forcefulness. So it felt for me like a really forceful trigger motion, even though it wasn't like quick. It was forceful, and then yeah.
Like more pressure than.
The tempo should be similar to your club trigger motion.
Yeah, I can still feel where I'm using my arms a lot, but that, I'm not gonna change it in a half hour, but as long as I work on it.
Now, just pay attention to the fact that you're still turning backward while you're starting the shift. Pay attention to that aspect. That begin more this begin.
Right.
So
What you want me to.
earlier when you practiced that one, suddenly your swing changed. So feel
Yeah.
that. Keep that in your image. As you step, still you are turning backward.
So the pelvis needs to start making the downswing. Yeah, earlier than that.
Practice that, suddenly your pelvis, a lot of pelvis turn, that's went away. Yeah, so feel that rhythm. Keep
Good.
that.
Do a stage 3 before you hit this one. That's all right.
That's gonna be my biggest hurdle is the unweighted, is as this going back, is getting that. But
Yeah.
that's better, right? Yeah. I felt a lot faster than 112.
That was to me that was really nice.
Yeah.
So feel that your shoulders are still turning backward as you start the downward the shift.
Yeah, earlier.
Earlier than that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was pretty much.
Well, I'm gonna need a massage after this.
Yeah. Same thing, like whenever it feels rushed or feels like you didn't have enough time, that's your yanking. You should feel like the transition, it should feel really long when you're using your body.
The backswing should be fast, and then you have to have good white.
Okay, I got you.
So always, when you try to hit the ball, don't pay attention to the downswing. Don't need to swing hard in the downswing. Rather, pay attention to the backswing side.
Okay.
So good wind. Your intention is good winder here. Forget about the downswing. Rather, actually, the downswing, try to use maybe 80% of your effort.
So 100% effort in the backswing and then 80% in the down. Yeah, see that lengthens out your transition. Ooh. Yeah, that was a late hit there.
You look better?
Yeah, it looked like stuff was coming through like this rather than getting in front of you. Yeah, it gave you a nice late hit.
So it is important to pay attention to the backswing and then make it more rigorous. And then downswing should be automatically rigorous, but so you don't need to intentionally try to hit hard in downswing. Whenever you try to hit hard, then you tend to rush. So feel the overall continuous transition here, flow going. With only 80% of effort, still you will be able to hit. Yeah, so your swing is getting more body driven now.
So like,
naturally-
if this was on the course, Bill, of all those 3 stages, which one are you connecting with the most? As far as like what you might use as like a pre-shot routine.
3.
Okay, so let's see 3 a couple good times.
'Cause I feel like I don't like stepping with the right as much. But stage 1,
Yeah.
stage 3 feels like I can still make this move, and then
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's 2. That's 2.
I step with my right.
You're stepping with your left. When you step with your left only, that's stage 2. Stage 3, the feet don't move, but you have the trigger motion.
Stage 2 then.
Yeah, stage 2. Yeah. So let's see it.
Gotta figure out what I'm gonna feel like when I.
Yeah, count 1, 2, 3, and go, and that kind of helps clear your mind.
I'm getting tired, I'm getting slower.
Yeah, so that's it. So let me just record the final swing. So without the trigger motion. So your lower swing. So again, remember just the first backswing, good wind up, and then let it go. You don't have to intentionally swing hard in the downswing.
But
Just let the arms go with the downswing. That's all you need. So ready, go. That sounds good.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Correct then.
I like the body waggle. I'm gonna incorporate that.
Do it again.
Where I feel like I gotta get something to feel like I'm not with the club, but with the body.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
More like that.
That's beautiful. So that you start to. So now let's go back to your initial swing.
That's the initial swing here. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it looks like more effort in the initial swing, actually.
Way more, yeah.
It's a lot of arm swing. Your lower body is just simply reacting to what upper body.
You can definitely see it's like 3 different pieces.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're starting the downswing with the lower body action. That's why.
Yeah, nice little kick in with the knee to start.
Little
Mhm.
snap action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is how we progress. Actually, the two-step swing, drills
Yeah.
will promote the use of your lower body. Of course, there are some little details, like particularly the timing of the steps. Still, you are in stage 2. Your step is a bit late.
A little late.
So what happens is you turn here, and as you step, you are turning back here. But actually, what should happen is
Yeah.
the step has to be done more backward. Yeah, backward step and start the turn motion. So always that shift and then turn should be separated.
Right.
So in the same motion, in the backswing or in the downswing, in the same phase, the shift and the following turn should be separated. So from here, shift the first, and then when you touch down and start the downswing, doing the backswing, the same thing. You would initially shift this way, and then start turning. But then this turn and the shift should be overlapped.
Right.
Right? So as you turn this way, you're already shifting that way. But within the downswing, that shift and turn should be completely separated. That's the key.
Yeah, when I saw you doing stage 1, I saw you stepping and turning as you stepped rather than making it here and then,
That's why you
yeah.
tend to spin a lot. But always step
There's
and
no,
turn.
there's no pressure on that leg, all right? It's just
And if you've already gone, like, say, like 25 degrees with your hip by the time you land, and you still want to turn more, you're really going to have to. So watch, I've already gone this much. Now I really have to go this much. Where if I just go like this, then I can only do that.
So the key is all the way now, if you really separate the shift motion and the turn motion, then you will have to see a lot more increase in speed. So still you're a bit in a hurry.
So
Because the timing
yeah.
of the step.
Dr. Kwan says it takes about a week. So that's why the golf school is 3 days. So you should have it by the end of the school. Yeah. It's totally a dance. Yeah, it's a dance step for
Go
sure.
up here and then after shooting to this side, then try to turn around. Then you are really turning around the left hand.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you, sir. Very good.
No, Mark, what Dr. Kwan was saying there is that you have to shift before you start turning. You can't shift and turn at the same time. Oh yeah. Hey guys. All right. So we're here just kind of hanging out. Bill is getting a analysis with Dr. Kwan right now. He did the full thing. If I go over here, he did the Qualysis 3D. Yeah, he did the 3D, which was over there, and then after the 3D, I went through and did the steps. Now, Bill forever was doing the right-sided golf swing, Gary Edwin stuff, so that was definitely more of a focus on arms first and very, very stable lower body. And Bill had certainly succeeded in that because he actually got the club moving his sequence of, you know how the sequence should be. Pelvis, then thorax, then shoulders, then arms, then club. Bill had it 180 degrees different. He had the club first, then hands, then this, then that. So he's changed his sequence a lot. So Bill is one of the instructors at the Be Better Golf School that's coming up tomorrow for some golfers that are coming to Windstar Golf Academy with Dr. Kwan, Bill, and I, and Michael. And then we're doing it again in February, and we're thinking about doing it again after that in March. But I'm trying to get Dr. Kwan to come to San Diego for that one. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later. Bye.